You don't feel the damage as it happens. There's no siren, no crash, no dramatic collapse. But quietly, day by day, your heart may be paying the price for good intentions. That daily walk you're proud of, the gym routine you refuse to give up, they could be slowly working against you if they're done the wrong way. Most people think danger only comes from doing nothing. But for those over 60, the real risk often hides in doing too much, too fast, or too late. You're not weak, you're wise. But wisdom means understanding that your body doesn't follow the same rules it once did, and your heart, after beating faithfully for decades, now needs a different kind of care. I've seen it far too often, men and women in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, who seem active, energetic, and disciplined. They're doing everything right, but still end up in my clinic with fatigue, shortness of breath, or heart irregularities, not because they're lazy, but because they've been misled by outdated fitness advice. This isn't fear-mongering. It's a call to alignment, to listen, adjust, and thrive on your own terms. In this video, we'll break down 5 everyday habits that may be weakening your heart instead of strengthening it. And more importantly, I'll show you how to replace them with strategies that actually serve your health, energy, and longevity. Somewhere along the way, we were taught that pain equals progress, that if you're not sore, sweating, or out of breath, the workout didn't count. But after 60, this mindset can be more destructive than empowering. The heart is no longer a machine to be pushed, it's a signal to be heard. When you push through discomfort without listening to your body, you may ignore early warnings of heart stress. Tightness in the chest, lightheadedness, shortness of breath. These aren't just signs of aging, they're alerts. Continuing to exercise, like you used to, can quietly lead to high blood pressure, irregular rhythms, or worse. The danger isn't always immediate. Many seniors feel fine right after intense activity, but over time your heart endures micro-strain it no longer recovers from as easily. You might chalk up fatigue to getting older, but it could be your heart waving a red flag, a flag that gets harder to see the more you ignore it. Instead of powering through, the real power comes from pacing yourself, from choosing low-impact movement that energizes rather than exhausts. Walking with intention, gentle yoga, tai chi, these aren't signs of weakness. They're signs of someone who knows that true strength comes from working with your body, not against it. Building muscle is important at any age. It helps with mobility, balance, and independence. But strength training after 60 must come with a different mindset, not about how heavy you lift, but how gently you protect. The same exercises that build can also break if done without cardiac awareness. Core exercises like sit-ups or crunches and lifting heavy weights can cause sharp spikes in internal pressure. This pressure forces your heart to react quickly, raising blood pressure, increasing strain, and disrupting normal rhythms. For aging hearts, this sudden demand isn't just stressful, it can be dangerous. You might not notice the effects right away. Maybe you feel dizzy after a set or slightly breathless. Nothing serious, right? But it's exactly these subtle reactions that become patterns over time. Each rep, each strain, accumulates silent damage that may not surface until a medical crisis forces you to stop. The key isn't to quit strength training, it's to modify it with wisdom. Use resistance bands instead of heavy weights. Move slowly, with control. Breathe through each motion. Work with a trainer who understands your cardiac limits. Strength in your 60s isn't about max effort, it's about maximum care. You might not realize it, but the weather outside plays a direct role in how your heart performs. Extreme temperatures, whether cold or hot, put extra stress on an aging cardiovascular system. And yet, many seniors step out to exercise without considering what the environment is doing to them. In the cold, your blood vessels constrict. This raises blood pressure, forcing your heart to work harder just to keep you warm. In the heat, your vessels dilate and your heart speeds up, trying to cool your body down. Add dehydration or humidity, and you've got a recipe for fatigue, dizziness, or worse, a cardiac event. I've seen patients collapse during a sunny walk or struggle to breathe after just a few minutes in winter air. These weren't unfit people. They were dedicated, disciplined, and unaware that the environment was silently pushing their hearts into overdrive. The danger wasn't the workout, it was the setting. That's why exercising indoors, in a temperature-controlled environment, becomes not just a preference but a smart decision. Hydrate before, during, and after activity. Dress in layers. Know when to skip the walk and stretch inside instead. It's not about avoiding challenge, it's about choosing your battles wisely. You might think that squeezing in a workout at night shows dedication. After all, life is busy, and evenings feel quiet and convenient. But for those over 60, exercising too late can quietly sabotage your sleep and your heart, because the body doesn't just sleep at night, it repairs. Physical activity, especially anything that raises your heart rate or core temperature, stimulates the nervous system. That surge of adrenaline may feel good, but it sends a signal to your body: stay alert. Instead of winding down, your heart stays active, delaying the deep rest it needs to restore itself. Poor sleep isn't just about feeling tired the next day. It's directly tied to inflammation, elevated blood pressure, insulin resistance, and irregular heart rhythms. The older we get, the more fragile our sleep becomes, and sacrificing it for a late workout may actually undo the very health benefits you're aiming for. The solution isn't to stop moving, it's to move earlier. Morning or early afternoon workouts support a healthy circadian rhythm, steadier energy, and more peaceful nights. Your heart heals when you rest. Give it that gift. Let the evening be a time for peace, not performance. There's a quiet kind of power that doesn't show up in muscle size or step counts. It's the strength to listen, to adjust, to protect what truly matters. After 60, real strength is measured not in how hard you push, but in how wisely you move, not in how much you endure, but in how well you align with your body. Your heart has carried you through decades, through joy, grief, growth, and change. It doesn't need punishment to prove it's alive. It needs presence. It needs gentleness. It needs you to stop chasing youthful standards and start honoring your current reality, one filled with wisdom, not wear and tear. The 5 habits we covered today aren't bad. They're just not built for you anymore. The body changes, the rules change, and that's not failure, it's evolution. Trade high intensity for low impact. Replace late workouts with morning movement. Choose environments that nourish, not challenge. That is the path of strength with grace. So here's the truth: you're not too old, it's not too late. Every smart, small decision you make from today forward adds quality to your years and years to your life. Your heart isn't asking you to prove anything, it's asking you to protect it. And now, you know exactly how to begin.